The early 90s, when Oprah had John Bradshaw share on healing the shame that binds us, to today, when Brene Brown is one of the leading global experts on shame, the church itself is beginning to realize just how toxic shame is and how debilitating it is, how maladaptive it is, how destructive it is. And yet, all of us, since the days of the creation, when Adam chose to partake of that which was forbidden, Adam and his wife covered themselves because of shame with dead fig leaves, loincloths, that place where we reproduce. And when shame binds us, we reproduce shame in every relationship. And in the days of Jesus, to this day in the ancient Near East and in other places, there are honor-shame cultures. And again, shame is maladaptive and it's toxic. There's a story in John 20 of Jesus on a beach cooking breakfast for 7 of his disciples. The leader is Peter, who decides he's going back to fish because he's done with the apostolic call that God placed on his life. And he leads 6 of his disciple brothers in the wrong direction. But it's because he's battling with shame. And while they're fishing all night and catching nothing, they get to daybreak. Light dawns, and Jesus is on the beach. He's already got a catch. He's preparing their breakfast by a charcoal fire. It was at a charcoal fire where Peter denied Jesus. It will be at a charcoal fire where Jesus heals the shame that binds him. But there's a little detail that's really important in the story that takes us back to the Garden of Eden. We're told that Peter was stripped down to his loincloth. And when John recognized that the voice on the beach saying, "Children, have you any meat?" and then says, "Cast your nets on the right side of the boat for a catch," John discerns it's the Lord, and yet Peter's the one that acts on it. And instead of running and hiding from God, Peter jumps in the water to swim to God. However, he covers himself with his clothing. He could have swam in his loincloth, but he's still hiding his shame. But he's running in the right direction. None of us can heal ourselves of the shame that binds us. It is maladaptive. But there's a lover who's prepared breakfast for us, a daybreak, a break from the kinds of dark nights that cause us to be bound by shame and a sense of, I didn't just do something wrong. There's something wrong with me. And it takes the love of Jesus feeding us with food we don't know where it came from, and restoring us by saying, "Feed my lambs. They need healing from shame. Tend my sheep. They need healing from shame. Govern my flock. They need to be protected from shame." Beloved, all of us deal with shame that binds us. Let's not run from God. Let's run to God, because if we ever needed to be healed, we need to be healed now. Blessings.